Here we go.
Hello. No.
No, we ain't on. Our voice is on.
Let me know, John. Count it down.
I'm on commercial.
Oh my.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Sharpshooters. And tonight we have our spooky episode, part 1 of 2. And I hope you guys are ready because it's going to be a great night. We have that. We got some Where's Matt At, where Matt actually took notes. So it's going to be a pretty interesting night there. And we are going back to some of our classic segments. So before we start off, classics.
Vintage.
We're
pulling them out.
Vintage Sharpshooters.
It's been
Here we
weeks. It's the Roman Reigns returns of segments.
It was 1 week. It was all for one week.
Roman
And I
Reigns.
needed it back.
5 questions returns.
By popular demand. But before any of that, we are starting off with our trivia question where Matt is up.
Yeah, I'm actually especially excited about this trivia question today.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this one's a good one.
All right.
Very random. Very random.
Rey Mysterio.
No.
Wait, what was the other? Well, who was the other one he said was going to be about that?
Okay.
Okay.
Move down from Ray.
When this wrestler first joined ECW, he was riding in an elevator with Paul Heyman when he was spotted across the room by Tommy Dreamer, who wanted to date him until he realized that he was actually a man. Name that wrestler.
Okay.
So Tommy Dreamer spotted this wrestler when he first joined ECW, thought he was good looking, found out it was a dude, immediately said, "Oh, I don't want to. You're not a female." No offense.
What?
No offense, Danny.
What? Square Spectrum is also surprised that you took notes.
Yeah, it's
Can you turn off the phone?
It's not me. Oh, it is me. Well, you're just very loud, so sorry you feed through on my volume
Yes,
on
of
2.
Of course I'm loud. Have you?
All right, either
Welcome
way.
to the show, bro.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. Yo, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, obviously, a long-haired person. So you got, like, RVD, you got Raven.
So Dreamer saw them in an elevator with Paul Heyman?
with Paul Heyman spotted across the room by Dreamer.
Across
Due to the
room.
long locks and short, slim stature, Tommy mistook him for
I'm
a
gonna say
lady
Rob Van Dam.
that he'd like to date.
It probably is that, but I'm going to go with Stevie Richards.
That's a great guess,
But I think
and I
it's a great
wish I
guess.
said Stevie
I
Richards.
think you're right,
I
though.
think you're right.
Got it. Yeah, that's a good guess. So it's not Rob Van Dam. Not Stevie Richards.
All right.
The answer is Rey Mysterio Jr.
Are you serious?
I got it on the internet, so it's got to be true. TheSportster.com.
What?
Thank you.
Technically, I got it. But technically, I said Rey Mysterio.
You said it blindly.
That was his first answer. Wait, now hold on.
No.
Now, obviously, you added in the long lost part.
Well, that's what it says.
That's what. But Rey Mysterio never had long hair.
I'm just reading what the Sportster had to say.
When May first joined, he was riding an elevator with Paul Heyman.
Yo, I'm stunned. I'm actually stunned.
I don't even know he was in ECW.
I want to end the show.
I knew he was in
ECW.
ECW.
Yeah.
I didn't think he had long hair.
I didn't think he had long hair at all.
All right, well,
Fuck.
technically I got it, but Matt
I'm
gets,
mad.
Matt gets the point.
I'm
Matt
leaving the
gets the
show.
point
I
this
quit
week.
today.
That was a good one. That was a really good one.
Wow. Yeah, no, I don't like that right now. I'm very upset.
Dang. All right.
All right. Well,
Good question. Good question.
that was a great one.
Thank you. Yeah, very random.
That was even better that the answer was Rey Mysterio. That's what I love the most.
Motherfucker.
I know. I'm
Should have
really.
just stuck with it.
God damn it.
I should.
All right.
I was thinking
All
long
right.
hair.
Like, I'm
Long
like,
locks,
I don't even know how to segue right now.
That's why
so
his finisher's the 619 Badonkadonk. No.
I may have missed that.
All right.
That part.
Well, after that shocking answer.
All right, so yeah,
Let's
you guys
move
are
on.
shocked. You guys looked a little spooked. It's time for some spooky moments.
that was terrifying.
Poor Ray almost got hooked up with Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
So tonight we are doing our first night of tonight's spooky moments of wrestling. Very WWE heavy, obviously, but we did get some not WWE moments in there. Obviously, what we did was we each picked our top 5 from the list, and then we sent it to our producer. He put it together, and we're gonna see it for the first time in a matter of moments.
And this list made up about 20-ish,
21?
about 20-ish moments where we had the video supplied to us to rewatch and judge accordingly. So yeah, I guess whenever we're ready, let's get that list of rankings up for us to review and talk about that we all did. None of us have seen these yet, so this is the spooky Halloween.
I'm also gonna pull up the list here and just
There will definitely be some snubs.
Scary,
some
spooky,
notable
creepy.
snubs. I hate
Wait,
you.
It's not up yet.
So much.
I don't think it's up yet
Juicebox.
for people to see.
I love it.
I hate
There
you
it is.
so much, Juicebox. I hate it. I hate it.
We have a lot of different ones. We have
Was
a lot
number
of-
5 even on the original list?
Yes, it was.
Kind of.
It was number.
I
his number 5.
yes.
He just reworded it.
I
'cause didn't know how
reworded
to-
it, but it's the same idea.
Gotcha.
These are our scariest, spookiest,
Gotcha.
creepiest moments in all of wrestling history.
In our wrestling history, let's be.
No,
a
it's
little more...
it's all of wrestling. All of wrestling. I can't think of many more things scarier than this collection of moments here. And if you think we missed anything on our list, let us know in the comments.
Are we able to share?
No, I did not put together the original
Okay.
list for him. I pulled it up here though. If we want to say
Okay.
any notable ones. That...
Well, we could
Which-
get to that after
yeah, of course.
those snubs.
Did any of us all put the same one or no?
No one
think so.
put this. Oh, you mean at all?
Like all three of
Did
us.
all three of us put one anywhere on our anywhere on our
think
list
so.
together? I don't think so.
Holy
I
shit!
don't think so.
No, yes. Me and Juice put Boogeyman each. Jillian.
But I didn't. Where the question was,
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, even two of us.
I mean, you had what's going on?
That's fine. What the?
There we go.
Oh, okay.
So that it's above
Oh, it's
each
above our
Ah.
heads. Yeah.
Oh,
Magic.
What a smart guy. Leave that order up, and I'll put stuff in
Wait,
that order
let's
from now on.
get my hand right there. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
So, let's.
I mean, even across the list, a lot of us don't even have the same. Like, two of us don't even have the same one.
you and
Well, we
Juice
both
have the Boogeyman.
I think that's it, though.
I think that's
that's
what
the
I'm
only
saying.
crossover.
That's
Is that
interesting.
Wow. Well, that gives us the chance to go through them one by
I
one.
was gonna say
Yeah.
that means out of our list of what 21.
We did about 14
That's not
14
bad.
not
Not bad.
names.
That's not
And
bad.
I'll tell you what, I could have made my list
Oh.
7. It was tough.
I could have
I
made
could
mine.
have made 10.
I could have made mine 7 as well.
Yeah.
I actually had it at 7. Then I took out rid of
Yeah,
2
same,
of them.
same. Like I had Mankind, Hell in a Cell moment, but I took it out
Okay.
last second. But anyway, so number ones.
Yeah, let's do our number
Should we talk
ones.
Well, wait. How did you guys decide your list?
For me, it was kind of just things I remembered. I was obviously more impressionable as a child, so as you could see,
I agree. That was one of
some of my moments were like my younger days.
Yeah, I agree with that. I also try to pick moments that were intended to be scary instead of some of the moments that wound up be like the Mankind headshots. I think we're on the list. I don't think any of us picked that one.
No.
It was on my
doesn't look like
7. I just didn't do it because
It wasn't a spooky, scary moment. It was just
it was scary.
a vicious assault.
Scary in its own way, but it
Yeah.
didn't really fit with what I was
And
going
it was
for.
after the fact when
That's what I'm saying.
when the news came out of how screwed up.
In the moment, I wasn't
Yeah.
like, oh my god. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, he's taking a beating. I wasn't like, oh my god, I can't watch. I'm like, fuck. How is he doing that? So so I try to pick actually intended scary moments. For my list as well. But yeah, I agree. I think it was a little more younger for me.
I do have a question though, because your number 1, Danny, would have been on my list, but that wasn't on the list.
Yes, it
Technically
was.
not.
No, that was only one that was put on the list was
Undertaker
Taker.
kidnapped Stephanie.
That wasn't the same.
You didn't watch the clip.
You didn't watch
huh?
the video.
I didn't watch the video.
That was
sorry.
just the clip of Taker kidnapping her in the limo. It wasn't this.
Oh,
so that's
my bad.
technically.
I thought
mean,
because that was that they went hand in hand
hand.
because he kidnapped
Yeah.
her to crucify her.
I
so
was
that's what
I
assumed
was
it
with you. That would have been on my
Yeah.
list, but just
My
because.
bad.
No, it's not your bad. It's just I noticed
No,
it
I should have
because
watched the video.
that was going to be on my list too, but I didn't put it on there because it wasn't on the list.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that was a good one. Stephanie with on the crucifix by Taker.
That was the wedding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that was the
wedding.
way. That was early on for me too. Like
Stephanie got married a lot on Raw, huh?
at least 3 times.
Yeah. Very
At
nice.
least 3.
And then and then I was legitimately terrified that I'm like, what happens if he married if they get married
Mhm.
while she's crucified?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Austin saved the day, man. What a hero.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Good for him.
Macho Man bit by Cobra. I was gonna put on the list. Only reason I didn't watch it live, and that was another one of my criteria that I put for myself personally. That it had to be something I watched.
No, I saw it live. I've always hated snakes my whole life. This segment definitely went about 10 minutes too long, especially as like
because they couldn't get the fucking snake off him.
Especially as like a 7-year-old watching. Yeah,
but that's also crazy finding out later that like Macho Man was such a psycho that he pissed Jake off enough to like purposely make the snake bite the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe that.
That was the big reason for me with the list. Like half the list was stuff that happened before I really watched wrestling.
Yeah.
And then also like by the time I got into wrestling, I was like 12, 13 years old already. So like most things didn't really get to me like that wrestling wise. I never really had that growing up like believability. But the closest I got was my number 2. Taker attempts to embalm Austin. That was honestly, I think like one of the first things I ever saw in wrestling. And that was when I was like what the fuck is going on? Like what is happening? Like I didn't even understand really like embalming and all that shit. I was just like, yo, he's gonna fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Like what, this is messed up. So that's why that one went at number 2 for me. And then the crucifix with Taker, those are kind of hand in hand. Just early on got me with the fear.
How are we skipping your number 1 right now?
Well, we're gonna get to it. I was just waiting.
Get to it now.
Yeah. We did everyone's number 1. You went to 2 and 3, bro. Like,
well, this is
what?
this is the scariest thing I've ever seen in pro wrestling. This man, for those of you that don't know and haven't seen it, in AEW during the pandemic, Shaquille O'Neal, also known as Shaq, wrestled in a tag team match involving the American
Cody?
Nightmare,
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes, and Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill was in the match?
Yeah, I think she teamed with Shaq.
To
Okay.
face.
I think it was Red Velvet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Velvet and Cody. It's a tag match.
Because it was supposed to be Brandy, but she got pregnant.
Cody, like the true heel that he was, took out Shaquille O'Neal, putting him through a table with a crossbody block. Shaquille O'Neal immediately needed medical attention, was placed into the ambulance. They were going to take him off, but before they did, Tony Schiavone wanted to get a word with him to see how he was doing, and opened the door for the ambulance. And Shaquille O'Neal, it killed him. It broke him in half. Honestly, we don't even know if it killed him or if it broke him in half. Even worse, they opened the ambulance door. He wasn't even there. He was gone.
The bed was even made.
Dunyan rings. We have no idea. And to this day, we have not heard or seen from him.
That's not true.
Nobody knows where he is.
TNT.
I've even investigated this and inquired with AEW management.
He did.
And even they have told me that they do not know, and they are still worried about his status to this day. So I pray one day we do find Shaquille O'Neal again. It is the scariest thing I've ever seen, because it seems like no one else cares but me. That is my number 1 scariest moment of all time, Shaquille O'Neal going missing.
Tune in Thursday to see him on NBA.
Godspeed. Those are pre-taped. We all know that.
Those pre-taped before the live games.
Those are pre-taped. Just I wish for the best.
No, that's fair.
All right.
Fair.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
Hurts too much.
The reason I think this entire list was made in the first place, Matt's number 2.
This is
because you talk about it almost
this
every other show.
This could have been and probably should have been number 1.
I'm surprised. You know what? I was surprised it wasn't until you told me you had a fear of snakes. I'm like, okay, his actual fear took precedent over his love
Snakes
of Mae
suck.
Young giving birth to a
And you can't trust anybody that's a snake person. You really can't. But that's another subject.
Oh.
No, I mean, Mae Young, how old was she at the time? In her 80s, probably. So, first of all, it was a miracle that she
old
got
enough.
pregnant.
Might have been
Old enough.
90s.
Old enough.
It might have been 90s.
It
I
was-
don't remember.
Nah, she wasn't in her 90s.
It was a miracle that she was pregnant in the first place. But
She
sexual,
was walking.
but sexual chocolate,
I'm-
he's got that thing about
I'm
him.
going to say she was 75.
I'm gonna look it up
that's
right
fair.
now.
That's fair.
That's my trivia question next week. Don't look it up. No, I'm kidding.
Too late.
How old? No.
So, yeah, so just that also as a child, not really understanding What the hell came out of
you
her?
saw, yeah.
No, I really didn't get it. Like,
It's a hand. Like, what?
I thought something bad happened.
I think that was the first time. Like, I think that was maybe like a year or two into watching wrestling for me, and like that was probably the first time I was like, maybe wrestling's stupid. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, this is like what? I had no idea what happened.
Mae Young was 77
Oh, I was close.
When she gave birth.
when she gave birth.
I was close.
Mm.
2 years off.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 78, but all right,
All right, that was good.
I'll take it. All right. So what about you, Mister
That's crazy.
Kane.
Jr.?
Yo, Kane, he lit Jay on fire. I really thought. Because this is when, like, Kane just took off the mask and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was just old enough to be like, all right, I can understand what's going on for real. But I'm like, the man's on fire. Like, legit on fire. And the way he did it, where he was just like, bah, almost like, fuck. Like, this is the most terrifying guy.
I think this is a good time to let you know, Danny, that was not Jr.
No, it was.
And
That's how he got.
Jr.
I shouldn't say
He
that.
already had it like
He already
twice.
had it.
He had it twice before that. No, for me that segment, like, I mean, at this point, I was already kind of starting my cynicism with wrestling, making fun of the stupid things, and like the only thing with this that made me laugh. Now I didn't hate it, but it made me laugh was the clear like soundbite of somebody
Oh, yeah.
pressing the button of JR going, "I'm on fire! I'm on fire! Bah!
And that's the
I'm
stuff.
on fire! Bah!" Like over and over again. It's just a person, like a mannequin laying there.
I loved it.
That killed me.
I loved
Oh, it's funny
every
as
second
shit.
of it. It was
Funny
great.
as hell, but that's what got me with that segment. I loved it.
That guy that pushes that button now pushes the boo button.
Oh yeah, the boo button for Dominic.
It's
Boo.
job security.
It's true.
I'm telling you, man, it's not. It's
true.
not.
All right. Any other segments we want to
It's
go by through the
real.
mall? And anything else you guys want to talk
keep
about?
going through.
All right. So
So you went through 3 of them, all right? We can at least do our top
that's
3
what I'm asking.
juice
If
box.
we want to keep
Damn,
on
bro.
rolling.
Anyway,
Segway.
Mankind Hell. in a
Mankind
Cell.
Hell in a Cell moments. I mean, just I don't care how old you are. I still watch them
Yeah.
now, and I still
No,
like cringe.
Those were wild. This
Like-
was on my list originally, but I took it off.
Especially, I think what really put it over the top was for years afterward. I really thought that was a booger in his nose until like I was old enough to know that his tooth went through his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, never in my life
So that was June.
have I seen that.
That was June '98, right?
Yeah.
So I missed that by like a year and a half.
And like
I watched it live.
yeah,
I
I
was
just missed it.
terrified.
throwing off the cage. Throwing off the cage was bad enough, but when he went through the cage, that's when
Yeah.
it like,
Oh,
got
yeah.
to a whole.
And knowing that one was the accident, and they were,
Yeah.
oh my god, like,
Yeah. Whoops.
yeah, I don't know how he's not dead.
Honorable mention, just because we're on this, we had the New Jack on the list, which I very much considered putting on also, but that felt like attempted murder and didn't really.
Yeah, that was close on mine too.
Again, because it was real, I couldn't like, it wasn't supposed to happen. I couldn't like justify being like, all right. No, that was actual attempted murder. Brian Pillman gun incident was awesome.
This was crazy.
I loved it.
Yeah, when they cut the feed, he's got a gun, and then it goes black. Technical difficulty.
But you still hear gunshots.
Yeah, and you don't know
like,
if Austin. Yeah.
I thought they shot Austin for a week, right? Because no, they showed it right after. It was commercial after. But I really was like, did they shoot Austin? Like, is Austin gonna be in the hospital?
So how long do we give NXT until they try and do their own like half-ass version of that with Pillman Jr.?
Oh, jeez. Well, he's Lexus King. Is it Lexus
Yeah,
King?
but they're gonna do something.
They're definitely
they're
gonna
gonna play with it.
They're probably gonna bring back Nexus,
With
and
HP
Lexus is the leader of Nexus.
God damn it. Okay. Let's see. What are we moving on
I'm
to?
angry.
Let's do
Yeah, no,
debut
I'm
of the
done.
Fiend. Let's talk about the debut of the Fiend.
Debut of the Fiend. So that one I put on because even as an adult, I saw that mask and I was like, that is terrifying. Like, that is a great look. I'm really excited about it. I just really appreciate it. And I think for kids, like, if I was younger, I'd be scared shitless, I think, of that. So I figured that really also earned just the fuck.
You have the light on
My
your phone.
flashlight just turned on.
On your phone.
I think that really earned a spot in the spooky moments because
Yeah, and
I think of all the moments on the list we got, that might technically be the spookiest.
It's a number 4 though. So hey, again, anybody watching at home, if you see our list, if there's any moments you think that we missed, or some of these that are your favorites, or ones that you hated, let us know. We want to hear what you watched growing up and what got to you. If there's anything not from WWE, because obviously, again, like we said, I think with the exception of the most obvious one, I think they're all WWE based.
We had some on the list that wasn't, that we'll go over.
But I think that's also because, again, to our title, like, I mean, AEW doesn't really do the spooky, creepy stuff.
Of course.
WCW, I can't even tell you one thing they did.
WCW did awful, like, spooky, creepy. Like, it wasn't good stuff. So, like, none of it mattered.
Yeah.
But it was a good segue that you said stuff you hated, because number 4, I'm mad that you put that on the list.
This was
awful.
This dog cruelty.
That whole
it was
thing
terrible.
was the worst.
It's terrible. It's bad.
But it's not a spooky It's just a stupid. Like, it was a terrible.
It's scary. It's scary. It's scary. Imagine being forced to eat your dog. Where's Maverick at? Maverick.
No, because
we gonna eat Maverick tonight.
Who does that?
Exactly. It's creepy.
See, I scared our producer.
Yeah.
See, terrifying.
And there was a lot of things Big Boss Man did that could have gone on here.
I'm so mad.
Texas Chainsaw Match AEW. Okay, so
Oh yeah, producer, can you somehow,
if we can get the chat
forward for us?
It's hiding behind our screen, but I saw it on your screen pop up.
Wow, that was
one moment. But yeah, so the Texas Chainsaw Match in AEW, I was gonna propose it for the list, but then once we didn't put it on the list, I was gonna add it myself. I was gonna go rogue and just throw it on there.
You should have.
But
no, because we agreed that match was all no.
I mean, it's not on there, Danny. It's okay. We didn't do it.
Okay.
We didn't do it.
I'm just mad at the thought of it.
But, well, Keverlaz, we asked him to suggest. We asked people to suggest.
That would have been a good one.
No,
You're
it's
right.
not Keverlas's fault. It's your fault.
It's Jeff Jarrett's fault, but I digress.
It's Jeff Jarrett's fault.
Going in line with that,
100%.
though, feeding Al Snow the dog.
Yeah.
I also wanted to get on here. Big Boss Man
steals the Big Show's
stealing the Big Show's
father.
See, that one.
Yeah. That one was fucking terrifying.
That one was crazy. That one I would appreciate more than this stupid dog angle that Ken on how I still
Pepper.
can't get
Was
over.
it Pepper? Was Pepper the dog?
Yeah,
Pepper the dog.
And he served him with a little salt.
Yeah, and I can't get over that Ken on Hell match. That was the worst match
and
ever. So mad.
There was actually another Big Boss Man moment that I didn't put on. Was the when he got hung.
I think you did have it on.
That one I would have put on the list.
I thought it was on our list.
It wasn't on our
list. It wasn't. I would have put it on the top 5.
Wow.
Because that's
sorry.
No.
You know what it is?
You said it, and that just hit me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, that was
crazy.
That was creepy.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen someone actually get hung.
Yeah.
So
and live to tell about it.
No, I've never seen someone get hung with my eyes like live. Like that's what I meant to say.
Speaking of creepy, let's talk about the Boogeyman.
Bro. This thing still scares me as an adult.
Ate the growth off of Jillian Hall. So I know last week you said you had never seen this before, right?
Yeah, I watched it.
What were your thoughts?
I mean, the Boogeyman himself is gross, but
100%.
that growth on her face was so fake looking.
100%.
What? It grew in.
But the fact that he just
gobbled
ate
it up. Him eating worms is worse for me than the growth.
I don't know.
The growth is probably like a starburst that they put on her face.
You know what it is? I think the worms happen so much that I got accustomed to it.
Oh no, it was always gross. It was always
after
disgusting.
a while, I'm just like, all right, it's just the worms. When I saw him just like lick it off her face and then just like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was gonna puke.
I have other thoughts, but I'll save it for the character.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's next week. So on next week's episode, we're going to be doing this on a little bit of a bigger scale. We'll be doing the scary, spooky, creepy wrestlers themselves.
Yeah.
Over time.
Are we doing top 5 or top 10?
I think we can pull off 10. I'll make the pool. We'll see how big it looks, and then we'll kind of go back to it. But
I'm really sad for Survivor. Anyway,
we'll see.
All right. So bald ref. Oh no, old ref.
We gotta do Pop. You want to end with Papa Shango?
I think we end with Papa Shango because Rich Knox was just gonna be mad about it.
Well, Rick Knox existing is also it's terrifying.
That's the most scary. Yeah, that's the scariest thing.
He puts the talent's lives in danger. I mean,
100%.
First Alex Reynolds,
and we saw it with Moxley.
First, the next John Moxley. I mean, who's next?
There's definitely more that we just haven't seen.
Yeah, we don't even know.
Is it gonna be you? Oh no, never mind.
You know, come to think of it, I just put this together. Rick Knox, I'm gonna go back and rewatch that Shaq match. Rick Knox could have been the ref for that. He might have been behind all this shit. He could be the reason Shaq's missing. I'm gonna go back and watch.
If you go back and watch and it's Rick Knox,
just making the connections out of
we're gonna call AEW. Like we're gonna go to AEW.
I'm on you, you bald motherfucker. Suck. All right.
Let's end with
Terrifying.
let's end with a good one.
Yeah, so this
Excuse you, and with a good one.
Wow.
We just talked about Rick Knox. All right,
He's
go.
the worst.
That's a good one.
He's the worst.
So
And
this
also, somehow, for some reason, we spelled him Rich Knox,
Don't look at me.
and
Whatever.
that threw me
it's
off.
okay.
It probably was me.
Rich is long for rich. Whatever.
Because he's a dick.
So the Papa Shango Ultimate Warrior, for me, at the moment watching it, I remember watching it as a kid and not fully understanding what was going on. Watching it again as an adult made it a little creepier, knowing that it was like a voodoo blood. Like, what was it? Was it blood? I don't know. Was it?
Yeah, it was black ooze.
Yeah, it was
It
black
was-
ooze. Yeah.
So it was actually Rudy Giuliani's hair dye.
Very nice. Very nice.
Bleeding down his
Mm.
head. Thank you.
You're the worst.
It's funny.
It's funny.
Come on.
No, but I agree. No, that was like, of all the things they tried to do back then, like that was one of the moments that actually hit, where it was just like, oh shit, like what the fuck's coming out of the Warrior? That was pretty creepy. I did like that one.
I think overall though we did good. I don't think we really missed
I'm
anything.
so
terrible.
shocked that it's so spread out.
So,
I
like-
thought we'd have more crossover.
Yeah, I thought you two were gonna have a lot of the same, and I was gonna be the different one. 'Cause
I
that's
can't-
usually how it happens.
I can't.
So a couple, not big snubs, but ones that I really wanted to get on the list that I didn't was Diesel seeing himself in the coffin, because
I was
it
trying to get
actually
that on my list.
really looked like, I don't know how they did it. I guess it was just artwork, but
No, I think they
like that
said.
was
I think they said that they had pre-taped it. Because for the fans there, they just put a dummy in there. But for like TV, I think they had pre-taped it like the day before, so they could show it on TV at the same time as Diesel, so it looked very real.
You know what that reminds me of? Yeah, we should have absolutely not put on this list, but it reminded me of, I think it was Great American Bash.
Yes, Paul Bear.
Yeah, when they drowned Paul Bear in the cement.
That was fucking
Taker like
hilarious.
and Paul Bear's in. He's like, Taker, no, no! But like they're cutting to like a clear pre-tape of like Paul in it, but for the live audience, nobody was in the tank. But like they made it look like on TV, Paul Bear was getting fucking killed and cemented.
Which I never understood. Like, how do you not put what do you do for the live audience?
They just watch.
You just fill up a blank tank. Like,
yeah, apparently that's all they watched.
fuck?
Meanwhile, at home, we got the camera cuts of a pre-taped
That's
Paul
so
Bear
funny.
going, no!
That's so funny.
Oh,
the
God.
other not snub, but the other one I'm glad that no one put on their list was the Katie Vick storyline.
Oh yeah, no.
I would have,
That
but I wasn't
was
watching during that.
The worst.
That was too bad to even be considered
That was
like
so terrible.
anything
So
on this.
one I had on my list, but I took it off for the Big Boss Man, was when Undertaker was buried alive, because it was like a
That
moment
was
when
dope.
his hand comes through.
Yeah.
That's just like
And the fact that it took like 6
all.
people to like just
Yeah.
like bury him and shit. That was an awesome moment also.
but the dog felt like it.
And then the one I found the funniest that you put on this list was Val Venus Choppy.
I wanted to get that on my list. And I just couldn't. if we went 7 deep, it would
Like,
have been on.
I'm looking through this list. I'm like, oh yeah, that shit was scary. That shit was freaky. And I see Choppy pee. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, yeah,
it's terrifying.
that's the thought of that is.
I mean,
That's up
would
there,
you want
man.
that to happen to you? Probably not.
I'm really glad nobody included the I forget what it was
my
sponsored
God.
by, but the zombie battle royal.
Oh my
The
The
god.
Miz was in.
I don't remember
The
that.
worst.
Yeah, it was bad. All right. Well,
All right, well, speaking of sponsors, I
We're
think
treading
now
off.
is a good time to hit our commercials. We'll be right back. Please stay
yay!
tuned.
Let us know what you see. Bye. I want to know.
Let us know what you see. Bye.
Wonder what else I missed, because I was kind of
We probably
I didn't do
missed
much
some.
research. I kind of just
I mean,
just got
to
off
be
the top of my
honest
head
with you,
of
there's
moments.
nothing that I thought off the top of my head that you didn't have on the list.
I tried to think of
Oh, the
something.
big, did I have the Big Boss Man Father on the list? Because I
No.
had it in my head. I just
could've
forgot to write it down.
Or you had the being hung. You know what happened?
Yeah.
I think after we talked about the list, I posted on Facebook with other people.
maybe.
Like, oh, what was yours? I think Hello, welcome back.
And I believe we're back after that great segment of Spooky Moments. Please remember next week we are doing top 10 spooky characters of wrestling. So that should be a great, very interesting. Just like this week, we're all each going to do our own top 10 list and then reveal it to each other at the same time. So
Shawn Michaels' drug addict role is my number one.
wow.
Shawn Michaels what?
Drug addict role.
Jesus. All right.
That's okay.
All right. So now we're moving on to Where's Matt At? This is the time in the week where we recap the week that was in wrestling.
Yes.
We do so by checking in with Matt, who out of the three of us watches the least amount of wrestling.
But
still a significant amount. But before we dive into that, I'm here to fulfill my promise from last week. Going forward, the AEW rankings are back. They're back in style, better than ever. Done by yours truly. Every week here on the show, we are going to have my new AEW rankings, top 5 for men's, women's, and tag team wrestlers. We're going to put it up on the screen for you all to see. We will look it over and talk about it throughout, or we won't. Who knows? We'll see. So, moderator, whenever you are ready to get the AEW rankings up, you can throw that on up for everyone to see. Let's go. There it is. All right, so we have our top 5 men's, women's, and tag team wrestlers of the week. Yeah. So what do you boys think? Any
I don't
thoughts?
like your number one. No, I'm just kidding.
For who? For which division?
If you think it's good and it's just good, that's it. I'm cool with that. We can move on. I just wanted to see if you have any. What is this? Oh,
Anyway.
moving on.
Get out of here.
All right, moving on.
Anyway, sorry, it's just distracting me.
So Jay White makes sense.
I like Jay White. Bryan Danielson makes sense. Juice makes sense. Wardlow and Kenny.
No, what I like about it is those kind of are all the storylines. Maybe not Bryan Danielson, but
Yeah, well,
they're
I'm
all
saying
trending towards it.
in terms of wins, like you know, and like again, the top 5 rankings isn't even just for the world title; it's also for the TNT they use it and the international.
Yeah, that's
True.
So I mean, I'm just thinking like.
Oh, so that's right. The rankings are okay. You're right.
Yeah, it's not just for the world title.
No,
it's
no,
just
no.
singles division.
Not even that. The rankings don't have the champions on them. And
Yes.
I forgot that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the mindset.
The rankings for the
So
championship.
I'm trying to do my
I'm looking
best.
at it, I'm like, where's OC? I'm like, why is OC not?
Yeah, I'm trying my best to do it in a way where it's kind of like what AEW did, but with a little bit of my spin on it. Not too different, but it's kind of in the same.
All right, so then why is Saraya number 1?
So the reason I have Saraya at number 1 is because she just lost the women's title and hasn't gotten her rematch.
Yep, that's what I figured.
So obviously, with time, if she doesn't compete for a while and other challenges come along, she'll start moving down. But for right now, I think she's number 1 because she was the champion, lost the title.
I'd
recently.
argue though that since Ruby Soho literally has a title match, she should be number 1.
Well, that's why she's at number 2. I mean, because she has the title match. But I think Saraya, it's the same thing with FTR at 1. They were just champions. They lost them.
I was going to argue FTR too because they
and
just
also,
got their ass beat.
To be fair, this is how AEW does it too. This is how they did it though. When their champions lost the belts, they were automatically basically put at number 1 after they lost them.
Well, you just see me.
And then if they lost again, they went back to the
they start moving down. So they're not going to stay there.
Right.
But for right now, they both just lost their belts. They haven't gotten rematches yet.
And then Claudio and Yuta, wouldn't they go to the back of the line?
Well, they will. I mean, it's going to change. But they were raking up wins. They got the tag title shot. They lost. Yeah, that hurts them. But who would you put? Like, would you
new number 1 contender?
Yeah, well, that's why I have them at 3. But they haven't really been ranking up wins or anything besides that one match.
I guess. Fair.
So, yeah,
That's
basically why I did that. If you think I missed anybody, by all means, throw it out there. But I think it's pretty legit for the first go. Yeah, obviously, with time now that we have a base, we can I can work with that.
This is where we start from.
Yeah,
this is ground zero.
So what do we grade? What do we grade the list? Did I do good? I do good, boys.
No, it's good. Just no swerve. No, I don't know. I don't know where you put him. I don't know where you put him. And like Christian has a title, so he wouldn't.
Yeah, he wouldn't be on
it.
Yeah, Swerve. Yeah, he'd probably be close. Honestly, he probably would have been. Omega just got on there because he beat Fletcher, and he's kind of going for the title. He's talking about that.
Yeah, well, because of the
and Wardlow's got
7 days till MJF breaks his.
Yeah.
I'll give you an A- personally.
I'll take the A-. I'll take it.
No, because I do agree with it. I mean, just only because I don't agree with the number ones I brought up. But if you're basing off how they do it, I can't really argue that.
Yeah, no, it is how
I
they
just
did
personally
it.
don't agree with the number one, so
That's fair.
bring it down a notch.
So would you have the number 2 as the number 1?
Yes. Well, I'd have Ruby at number 1 and Young Bucks at number 1.
Okay, that's fair. That is very fair. All right. Well, I appreciate that.
Okay.
And if we're good, we can move on and talk about the week that was.
The week that was. So I didn't see anything on WWE. If you guys want to start there,
Let's get those out of the way. I hate Monday Night Raw and what they did. I don't understand the purpose of putting them belts on them for a week. It's so stupid.
Well, explain to Matt what
Yeah,
happened.
so who's
Sorry,
who are they?
Matt doesn't
Judgment
know.
Day beat Cody and Jay for the belts on Monday night.
Right after they made the trade for Jay.
Yes.
Well, just after they won them.
Well, for Owens.
But like that was
just after they won them.
But they made a trade, right? Too.
Yeah, but the trade had nothing to do
was
with the
already
tag titles.
technically done on Raw.
But they wasted
The
the assets.
The
They
SmackDown.
could've
No,
kept
no,
Kevin
no. What?
Owens.
No, the trade has nothing to do with the tag titles.
Yeah, that's separate. What? No,
But yeah.
you
yeah.
just tripped me up. No, the second part of the trade was officially made on SmackDown when they put Kevin Owens on SmackDown.
Mhm.
But the Jay part of the trade was already done. That was never going to change.
So
But they just won the belts last week at Fastlane. Fastlane? Yes,
Yep.
Fastlane. And then for whatever reason, lost them this past Monday. And the same exact way. Fucking 5 people interfered, gets in the match, boom, 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 and then they lose. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand the purpose. Because it was just, like you said, a stare down. You could have done a stare down at literally
Yeah.
any... You could do a stare down at Survivor Series. Like, what the fuck do you need to do a stare down on SmackDown? So mad.
Because they were scared of AEW.
So mad. Like, really?
pop that rating.
So ridiculous.
They probably saw Starks and Big Bill win the tag titles on Collision. They were like,
We need to stare down.
audible.
I like at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if that was part of the reason because, like, what you can't convince me there was a solid reason for that besides the Cody Roman stare down, which you could do any time between now and Royal Rumble.
They could have done it on NXT.
No, but he's 1,000% right. You're telling me you brought all that talent NXT, you couldn't bring Roman Reigns really quick? Get the fuck out. Like, he's 1,000% right. I'm mad. I'm really mad. Like,
So
I'm really
I agree with everything you said, but I'm going to give the abbreviated version of that. I'm just going to read what I wrote in the moment in my little notepad
nice.
here.
So you've been holding this
God.
for a week.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, I texted him right away. I'm like, why? Why? And I could have been a perfect 7-0 on that goddamn
Oh,
pay-per-view
cry me
card.
a river.
All right?
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
all
a
right.
personal. That's a personal.
All right. So all I wrote, not a novel. All I wrote,
been winless.
all I wrote when it happened was, "Are you shitting me?"
That's all you wrote.
Yes.
That's all I wrote.
Bro,
I wrote that and I was like, I'm gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. When it happened, literally, I was sitting there like, "Are you shitting me? Like, what the fuck was the point of this?" I kept it in all week.
I don't get it.
Awful.
I don't get it.
Awful.
I will also like to say, though, on a different note entirely, last week I did call that Jade Cargill was going to have a stare down with Becky, and last week she had a stare down with Becky.
Through the
I like
TV?
that. Through the TV.
No, that was NXT.
Oh.
But
No, that was on Raw.
no, the
No,
TV.
the
Oh, the TV. Yeah, the TV part was terrible. Imagine you just turn and be like, see. See?
Yeah. I don't know.
So that was bad. Drew McIntyre and Seth. I like that. That's gonna be the next. That's a good win for Seth. I think he's gonna win. I don't see Drew winning that. Anything else on Raw that mattered?
I have some notes. So
That mattered. 'Cause Raw
yeah,
sucks.
these mattered. I tried to really keep it like
I saw.
I appreciate
as
it.
tight as I can.
Oh wait,
So
I saw
Gunther
one
did
thing,
something
actually.
Good. What was the Gunther one?
he fought.
That was a
I
good
don't think he
match.
fought. No, he fought.
Yeah, he had.
Was it Ciampa? Yeah, Ciampa.
Yeah,
He had a good
yeah.
one.
I saw
Was
one.
that-
I saw one thing.
I don't know. I don't
I
think
don't
it was.
remember now.
It's kind of confusing though because it was USA Network promoting a Fox moment when they tweeted a picture of LA Knight and it said, "Look in my eyes, what do you see?" I think CM Punk's coming to Raw.
Oh man. Well, I have 2 pieces of breaking news then for you.
Are we going to the breaking news?
Yes. So the first piece of breaking news is I actually handle the USA Network social media. So that was me.
He bought the rights before.
He
Got
got
me.
us.
No.
us.
Second part is the actual breaking news. So I just saw a few hours ago, CM Punk was actually at the Impact tapings yesterday. and he was actually talking with like management and the locker room and all this stuff.
That's the only one that's gonna sign him right now.
Yeah, that's not true.
WWE's not signing him.
They might.
WWE's not signing him, bro.
They might. It's possible.
He's a actual locker room cancer at this point.
Okay.
They're not signing him.
All right.
They're not.
Agree to disagree. Anyway, so back to my Raw notes. So yes. I like the Ricochet Nakamura street fight they did.
That was a good match.
It was pretty dope.
Yes.
But as much as I enjoyed it, Ricochet got a little bit of a ding for me. Because during the match, they were backstage in gorilla position. Gregory Helms was standing there. And Ricochet goes up to him in mid-match, goes, "Stand back, Hurricane. There's a Ricochet coming through."
I remember that.
And Ricochet immediately, I was like, nope. He ain't him. He ain't him. Natalia's an asshole.
I hate that storyline.
Jinder Mahal sucks. He showed up. I don't know what they're doing
back?
with him. He showed up to talk to Pierce, and that was it.
But he's going to be the manager of the tag team.
He's been that for like 2 years now.
Yeah, but they haven't shown them on Raw.
Either way, Jinder sucks.
I agree. That tag team's
and my last Raw note here is a prediction. This was the prediction I told you guys last Monday that I wanted to share with you this Monday. Is I think Sami Zayn is winning the Royal Rumble.
Ooh.
That's my pick.
I'm not ready to make a pick.
Oh yeah, I'm not ready to make a pick. But that's it.
I mean, I'm not locking it in, but that's my. If you asked me right now, I had to pick. I'm going with Sami.
Think
Sami versus Seth then, obviously, because you're gonna do Cody versus Roman.
Well, Seth loses it. Do Sami and Priest or something.
Yeah.
But you're not doing Sami Priest at WrestleMania.
You could even building up this Judgment Day thing. I'm just saying. I think Sami's winning the Rumble.
As much as I like Priest, I don't think they're gonna trust him to be a world title match at WrestleMania.
I agree with you. I'm just.
It could be an early match. No.
I don't think so.
Either way. My pick is Sami for the Rumble. So that was all I had for Raw. I don't know if you want to stick with WWE before AEW.
I just thought of something I want to say about Raw, and then I lost it.
Sure.
No, I lost because of that Royal Rumble prediction.
I said sure. You can, if you think about it, or you.
What did we talk about right before that?
CM Punk.
I forgot.
Jinder Mahal.
Oh, the only good thing the only very glad thing. I can't even speak. The best thing that's happened in the past week is DIY coming back, and then the glorious memes that are going to start happening now with Bobby Roode. I love those. They originally happened.
They did one already.
So it's going to be so good. I can't wait for more of those. Those were so fun. I hope they do more of those. Those were so funny. Especially him as a producer now. I think that's going to be like interesting what they can do with that. But yeah, that's all I have for Raw as well.
Cool.
Okay.
Anything
SmackDown.
I got some stuff. I can just go
ahead.
Okay.
I'll go off you because SmackDown was kind of for me too.
First thing I wrote was I want to see someone scare. I want to see someone scare Paul Heyman to the point where Paul either drops his phone or gives the phone to them. Like LA Knight takes the phone and goes, "Call Roman Reigns." Crowd goes, "Oh shit, he did Paul's thing," and cuts a promo on Roman Reigns right there on the phone.
That'd be dope.
I think that'd be a cool little different thing,
that.
something to do.
Yeah.
Just playing off the Call Roman Reigns thing. But
I'd enjoy that.
That was a little idea I had. Carlito's new music still sucks. I miss in all of wrestling unique Titantrons. I miss like Titantron videos being like just entertaining and like summing up the wrestler.
Some guys still have those.
Now it's basically just like they slap the name up there and that's it. Like
some guys still have like the moves and what like that's what I like when they. I don't know who.
No, I'm serious. I don't think any.
I feel like I've seen it. No, maybe I'm wrong.
I really don't think any do that anymore. Like they just slap a logo or a name up there. So I miss that. I do think Jimmy Uso's starting to get comfortable being the heel character that he's being. Because for the first few weeks, it was like he just seemed like a schmuck, like a loser.
Yeah.
I think he's starting to find like what he wants, what it's going to be, and like a vibe.
So that's a good thing.
So yeah, it's a good thing. So I like kind of how he's been doing that.
Not getting comfortable, like getting lazy with it.
No. I think he's finding his groove of what it's going to be. Like like right now, like Jay gets it. Jay knows what he is.
Because he's doing like it's now that he's playing into like the quarterback wide receiver thing, but like he's doing his own stuff. Yeah,
Jimmy wasn't there yet. Jimmy was kind of lost and like he didn't know because clearly the turn wasn't like well planned out.
Obviously,
and he just didn't know what he was like supposed to do yet.
Okay. I agree with that.
Bianca Belair's back. She came out to.
I saw some hate.
Yeah, I don't get the hate.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand.
I don't. Is it that storyline maybe, or is it really just against Bianca?
I think it's the booking.
That's what I think.
It's the booking because what they've done for the last few years is they basically booked her like Cena.
Yeah.
She wins. She's Superman. She won all the time, and they're at that point now where fans still cheer.
Except
But-
for when Becky beat her in 40 seconds.
But you can hear like there's something there. They don't tweak her soon, they're gonna turn on her.
Yeah, I agree. She might need a heel turn soon.
But I did write at the end of that segment. Michael Cole was like, Bianca just returned, big moment, saved Charlotte from damage control, and everyone's like, yeah, Bianca's back, yeah. And Michael Cole just goes, don't forget about Charlotte Flair. She still has a grudge. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, this is Bianca's return, her moment. Why are you standing reminding us, like, don't forget about Charlotte? Like, fuck that.
Maybe he was mad that people didn't make a big deal about his return.
Yeah, yeah. He missed Raw, right? Or last week's SmackDown?
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I have one more WWE thing, but
Okay.
go.
For SmackDown specifically, I think Logan Paul might win the U.S. Championship.
Yeah, well,
I think that's where they're trending, especially now that he's not going to be doing a fight for a while.
Well, we'll get to that next week, I guess, when we make our Crown Jewel picks here
But
on the
like,
stream.
that was a good segment, and like as much as I hate the person, I love him in wrestling because he's the perfect heel wrestler.
I'm not gonna lie, I skipped that entire segment,
That's
so I have no idea.
is it
what
because
was
it's
said.
Logan Paul?
It's Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't like either of them. I wasn't gonna waste like 15 minutes of my life listening to them talk back and forth at each other.
Did Logan Paul try to pick up Rey Mysterio?
I don't know. I skipped the segment.
No, he did not. He did not try to pick up Rey Mysterio.
We'll see how it goes. As of right now, I'm sticking with Rey to win that match only because I can't possibly fathom the idea of two part-time champions on SmackDown.
See, but that's
I don't think he's sticking around week to week, but whatever.
I think he might for a while, like just long. I don't know, but then why do that now? Say that for WrestleMania? I don't know.
All right. Either way,
I have a WrestleMania prediction, but we could go.
Well, let him do. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
there
no.
you
What's
go.
your WrestleMania prediction?
Oh, do your prediction.
I'm interested.
Well, since we're talking about part time, and we got something in the news going on, some hotness in the news.
Oh no, go.
I forget the guy's name already. What's his name?
Grayson
Waller.
Waller.
Yeah, you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Waller versus Travis Kelce at WrestleMania.
I think you don't think it's gonna be a mixed tag team match.
They won't have her.
T Swift.
No,
T Swift ain't touching. T Swift ain't touching. She ain't doing the grabs.
No, she ain't doing that.
She ain't bumping.
Yo, if
She'll host.
T
she'll
Swift
sing like
she'll
America.
manage,
She'll
yeah,
sing
yeah.
American the
Swift
Beautiful.
wrestles a fucking match at WrestleMania,
There's no chance.
As
But I
much
can
as
see
I
Travis
don't
Kelce.
listen to anything she does,
I could even see.
that'd be fucking nuts.
I could even see Jason Kelce.
I'd give it to
involved.
WWE for pulling that off.
They're in Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't she from Pennsylvania?
I don't know where she's from.
Bro,
but Jason.
if they
Kelce
get
plays
her
for
in the
Philly.
ring, I'd be
There's zero.
stunned.
Swifty Nation, Sharpshooters.
0% is the wrong
Sharpshooters.
percentage.
She
There's
will
even
not
a
wrestle.
1% chance.
She will not wrestle.
You
I'm
don't
not
know.
saying she won't be involved.
You don't know.
She won't wrestle.
You don't know.
Stop it.
I'm not saying she will. I'm saying that it's not a 0% chance.
Then she can write a song.
All right. Anyway.
Exactly.
All right. This is the last thing I want to bring up about WWE. Obviously, if we have more, we can jump to it. But I reverted back to 2005, 2006
Oh.
Juicebox.
How old was that?
This is whatever. So I'm watching this.
That's during college, right?
Yes, this is like college Juicebox, right when you guys basically knew me. But John Cena cut a promo.
Mhm.
And during this promo, he started getting all sad and mopey, crying about how he hasn't had a singles win
This is on SmackDown.
in 5 years. He's like, guys, I've been in a slump. I haven't gotten a singles win in WWE in 5 years. And the crowd's like, oh, and he's thinking about retirement. Listen, I've been through more than enough of John Cena main events. Seeing this motherfucker win. You do not get any sympathy from me for not winning a singles match in 5 years. Mind you, in those 5 years, he's only had 4 singles matches.
How many matches has he even had?
He lost to Roman Reigns, Austin Theory, Bray Wyatt in that stupid Funhouse match, and then some random 4-way on Monday Night Raw. That's it. Besides those 4 singles matches, everything he's done has been tag matches or 6-man matches, and guess what? He's won every single fucking one of them.
Technically, a 4-way isn't even a singles match.
It is. It's a singles. He's a singles competitor. So
He still ain't win it.
I will not feel bad for that motherfucker. That's all I gotta say.
So what were they trying to set up with that?
like retirement, and then he's washed up and he can't win anymore.
But like,
Yeah,
set up a match,
but then he
like,
beat up
WrestleMania.
Solo.
But then he called out somebody. Solo came out and fucking that
Wrestled
was
to
it.
a no contest.
They didn't even wrestle. They just fought. It wasn't a match.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just fought to
So whatever. That just I went back in time and I was like, oh no, this is not good because I've been cool with Cena more or less for a long time.
Because he hasn't been around.
No, but I've been fine with it even when he has been around. It's just like whatever at this point. But to do that, fuck
and
you.
then the other thing you missed.
Fuck you. All right, go.
The last thing you missed, I think he might have said it, but Jay showed up during SmackDown and attacked Jimmy after Jimmy cost them the match, the title.
But he was traded. He's not allowed on SmackDown.
He snuck in. He had the best disguise, a hood.
He looked like
he just
Jimmy.
had a hood up.
He came when he went to the
Came in
bathroom.
as
My name is Jimmy Uso.
I got a haircut, Oos.
But what happened?
Roman Reigns.
But what happened from that? You didn't bring up the next part with Magnus or Nick Aldis. He fined Jay.
Oh yeah.
He fined Jey Uso.
Honestly, that was such a
But he
stupid.
can't because Jay's
That
on
was
Raw.
such a.
No, but
So
he
now
did.
Pierce is gonna fight.
No.
No, he fined him.
No, I know.
And he had him kicked out and had Pierce kicked out with him.
That's why I found it so stupid. Why was Pierce there in the first place?
Well, that's the point. That's the point. That Aldis is like, you shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
They're setting up war games with Raw and SmackDown.
It's just so silly.
Because they were like, let the games begin. So they're doing Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah,
I think.
it's just so silly.
That's all I have for WWE.
So wait. Quick prediction: are they doing what they did a while ago, like title versus title, Raw versus SmackDown?
I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do war games, and I think they're gonna do just regular 5-on-5s. I don't think they're gonna do.
I would love if they went back to old ways and just did.
I agree.
The whole card 5-on-5s.
I
Those
agree.
are the best Survivor Series ever.
Yep.
It's literally the Survivor.
Yeah, there's no way they're not doing war games though. It's gonna happen.
Which it's fine. That fits into Survivor Series. I don't mind that.
I kind of disagree, but whatever.
Well, in the sense that yes, you don't
You're
eliminate one person
But you're
at a
surviving,
time.
it's not even a surviving elimination match. It's one fall to a finish.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but like
but the first one's
team aspect, the 5-on-5,
and like
like
the first, the
I
first
know.
ones in
Kinda
have to
fit.
survive.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I know. I don't really.
Of all the matches they could put on, that's the one I can stomach the most as
Okay.
being like part of Survivor Series. All right, AEW. I'm interested. I'm ready for you.
You want to go with your notes?
Sure.
Be better.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing from Dynamite to be honest. I don't even
What?
remember what happened at this
Wait,
point.
so wait.
So, do you want to do Dynamite
Wait,
first?
Yeah,
all,
let's do
your, all
Dynamite
your
first.
notes are Collision.
I watched it today. So
And Rampage.
I got Rampage and Collision.
All right. So you want to do Dynamite first then?
Sure. What happened again?
All right.
The saddest moment of the past year for me happened. Sting announces he's gonna retire,
yeah,
bro.
I didn't
Like
care about that.
what? Oh yeah, I forgot he
Interesting.
vetoed Papa H through. My bad, I forgot about that. But no, Sting announcing his retirement was
Yeah,
legitimately. I got misty eye.
But like he announced his retirement in 4 years from now or whatever.
what in like a few months.
It's like 4 months.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
In like March.
I don't know. When he said the pay-per-view 2024, that might as well have been 4 years from now.
No, it's
It's like late February,
Yeah,
beginning of
it's
March.
like
So you're
4 or
talking
5
like
months
4
from now.
or 5 months tops. He's gone.
That's
Um,
crazy.
Yeah. So obviously you would think the match is Darby Sting.
I don't know.
End it,
I don't
but
think it's gonna
know-
be Darby
I
Sting.
don't know what else you
I don't
do.
know why. I don't think it's gonna be Darby Sting because I don't think they're gonna turn Darby.
I don't
heel.
think you have to turn him heel to do it.
You think it's gonna do
Yeah, you
like
don't have to
Shooter
turn him
versus
heel.
Mentor?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be a match on the way. I don't think that's gonna be his retirement match.
I don't know, man. I think that's it.
I think they're gonna sign.
Just say it. He's already laughing before you even.
I know what he's gonna say.
I think they're gonna do
Woo!
a double retirement match.
Yeah.
Bring back Ric Flair. Flair's last match
Woo!
ever.
And then she'll do a woo off to start the first 5 minutes of the match. To be woo, 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 just like that. Start first 5 minutes of the match.
If that happens, I'd have to revise my top 5 scariest moments of all time. We should have put Lawler having the heart attack on there. Whatever.
Oh my
but
God.
that was too legit.
Yeah. Well.
Too legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So that happened. That was honestly very sad because
Yeah.
that's like Sting's one of those guys that he's gonna be retired, so he's not coming back for like a one-off match or anything like that.
Yeah, he's done.
So that sucked.
Emi Sakura got an unearned title shot against Hikaru Shida. I had a big problem with that match.
Yeah, that was strange. Yeah.
Well, she just lost on Rampage.
I
the
agree,
week.
man. It's so weird.
She just lost to Sky Blue like in 5 minutes days before and
And
get the
that's
title
how
match.
You
matches.
know
that
who's
just-
not on your top 5?
Yeah,
Emi Sakura.
with good reason.
Because she lost.
Well, she hasn't earned it.
What they do?
Whatever.
Wake
They try to
up,
do
AEW.
student versus.
Yeah, but they've done that
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Like they've done that match before on AEW. But
Many
whatever.
times.
I mean, listen, I don't get the Emmy love like everyone else does. Whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't know.
Juice Robinson won the
I remember
Dynamite
that,
Battle
yep.
Royal.
Yep. Okay.
Sets
It's
up
all
that
coming back.
match. It's all coming.
back. Yep.
It's all reeling in.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm just gonna quote boy, I'm
Wardlow.
gonna quote boy bands for the rest of the show.
Wardlow made his MJF thing known.
Yep. Yep.
So Wardlow's stock for me is
Wait, no.
through the roof, all-time
Through
high,
the roof.
all-time
I
high.
don't know about that.
Because on the way out of the ring, he knocked over Tony Schiavone. And A plus
I see why he's number 4 now.
That makes sense why he's at the top 5.
A plus plus. No, actually, that I didn't even think of that when I did that. It was really just the 3 like quick wins he's gotten. But yeah,
Oh,
Wardlow,
that's
he would have been
funny.
number 1 if that was the case.
That's what it is.
Give him a few more weeks.
Anything else from Dynamite? Am I forgetting something? I feel like I'm forgetting one
Yeah.
more thing.
Can we agree for love of God?
For the love of God.
No more Adam Cole, Roger Strong home segments.
It sounded like that was the last one.
Yeah,
because
like,
the
just
way it
please. They've been. I mean, I know I've
They
said.
killed it.
I know I've
They
said
killed
I
it.
haven't liked them for a
Yeah.
while. The comedy bit, they're awful.
No, they
man.
killed it now.
They gotta go.
Yeah, the first one was good.
No,
I
It,
don't
it
like it.
seems
But
like they are off.
But this
it
one,
now.
Cole
Yeah.
got out, and then
Yeah,
Strong
he
was
probably,
like, "Oh,
left.
I gotta be."
I
friends
hope
with
so, man.
And then
Yeah,
plus
be
they
nice,
also had the devil
Yeah,
appear at the end.
well, that was Collision, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
I think that kind of also plays into him being out of the house.
hope so.
Because they haven't shown the devil since every week he's been there.
Right,
Ah.
good call. He's right. Well, that was Brit the first time anyway, but I digress. It was. Go back and look.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying they haven't shown the devil.
Much respect to Aubrey Edwards. They were live in Houston this week, and she posted a tweet saying she, as a referee, she does not support or acknowledge cheaters, and she painted her nails in Texas Rangers colors while in Houston. I saw that. Much respect to Aubrey Edwards.
I love that.
So, yes.
I love that.
Go
That was
Rangers.
Always
Good job,
go
Aubrey
Rangers,
Edwards.
baby.
Good job, Aubrey.
Let's see what else. Some quick things I wrote here. Can't wait to see Lance Archer next time they're in Texas.
Oh, that was funny. That made me laugh.
Because
When they're like, no, when they being kicked down the ring,
Yeah.
being kicked down the aisle.
Oh yeah.
So, my normal hate aside, it was actually refreshing and nice to hear the crowd booing a Hulk Hogan name drop.
Oh, yeah,
that was good.
Because usually, like, WWE would just be like, "Yay!" Like, it was
Well, they
actually
would
nice.
hit the button.
Yeah, they hit the button.
Yeah, that was good.
And
and
then,
Sam played that really well too.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I hear you. He sucks, but
and then
not the worst.
one more thought on not really Dynamite, but AEW in general before I move on to the next shows with Matt's stuff. Would you guys like it more if AEW stopped, like, telling you everything that's going to be on the show the next week?
It's funny you bring it up because I was thinking about that today, and I kind of like that because it's more.
Do you like knowing everything, or
I
not?
like a little balance. Like, give me one surprise match.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you go to a boxing match, you know the card you're
That's what I'm
going
saying.
to see.
Yeah.
Like when you show up to a WWE show, at least I don't know if they still do it this way, but it was like
I never know.
they would start to kick the show off with someone in the ring and be like, "Oh, we got this for you tonight." And
Yeah, WWE's been a little bit better with telling. They've been telling you a little bit more later, like in advance, like next week on Raw. But they do announce a lot of stuff like that Monday now.
Mm.
But we have
Your
Gangrel.
Your girl gal.
give me
Gangrel,
all the
what up?
teasers.
Give me all the teasers.
Yeah,
Yo,
all the
how'd you
teasers.
do on your homework? Did you complete all your assignments?
Oh yeah, did you see?
Did I totally remember what they all were? Let me know.
They had to see a lot of clips.
A lot of clips.
Lot
I
of
think there's
clips.
something about Charlotte and her heel in there.
Charlotte running down.
Oh, with the
I don't know.
Anyway,
I mean, like,
I agree with both of you. I think I do like the teasers. I do like seeing what's going to be on, but they don't need to show me all 8 matches.
I get to a point where
Show
it's
me
like
the main event and show me like one other big match, and I'll probably be hooked.
I'm at a point where, like, if you show me the graphic and it's blank in action, I know it's a squash match and it's not worth my time. I just don't like squash matches ever. But
Well, I
like,
get it.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be cooler to get like a show here or there where it's like I know because there were a few Dynamites a few months ago where I was like the day of I was like guys we don't really know like anything on the show tonight. Like
But
that's
at the same
cool.
time,
I like that. I like not really knowing. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to now getting told about everything that's coming.
I guess. But at the same time, like on the flip side, I'm so hyped for Wednesday now that I know the tag team matches happen on Wednesday.
Like, give me
Like,
4 matches and give me 2 surprise matches.
Yeah, I don't
You
need to
what I'm
know.
saying?
Like,
Something
I don't
That's
need
what
to
I'm
know
saying.
every single
Exactly.
thing.
Don't give me all 8. Don't give me the whole card. But
Yeah.
give me like the big matches that I don't need to be surprised
So-
with that like fit the storyline.
I don't know. So I was thinking about that. So I just figured I'd bring that to the
and like,
to
and
the
I
table.
I do like the dynamic of like you have 2 people like yell at each other, or whatever, get into a backstage stuff. Okay, now we have a match.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I like
that's
that,
fine.
too.
That's fine. You know, like
So like most of them do get set up in advance anyway. So what's the point of like surprising?
And my other booking nitpick is for any wrestling company, I feel like there should never be 2 squash matches booked back to back.
Yeah,
I think
that killed it for me too.
like on any wrestling show, any company does that.
Did
That
something
killed it
just
for me
happen?
too.
Well,
Was there a
They did that with
specific example?
Warlow and what was the
I
one?
think Sky Blue or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, okay.
But either way, like they just when you notice 2 in a row, like it just kills. And I think that was my problem for a while with the first hour of a lot of Dynamites and Collisions. They were doing like back to back squashes. I'm just like,
Mhm.
stop. Like, so yeah. But either way, okay. So yeah, that was all Dynamite.
Okay.
If you want to dive
All right.
into your notes,
Take it away.
let's hear
Matt.
what Matt has to say.
Yeah. So
For
a couple
once.
notes that I got from today. First note, the Outrunners, they should be stars. Those guys, they have star quality.
Mhm.
They're just their look, their vibe, 80s, totally 80s.
They're
love
on Ring of Honor a little bit.
Are they?
Oh
Yeah,
man.
so that's why they probably got the Collision. That's how it goes. If they do good at Ring of Honor, you'll usually end up seeing them on AEW for a bit.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like them
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Eye Black controversy.
Oh,
Sky Blue, Willow with the eye black. Malachi, no eye black. So what's that about?
well, I think
Did Malachi lose his power?
Scooby Doo. I mean Sky Blue.
I do like her ring gear too. The
It was
Scooby Doo
nice.
thing.
Yeah, it was good. I was thinking. I think they're gonna do. I don't think they're getting rid of anything with House of Black or Malachi, but I think Julia, if they're gonna go extreme with it, I think they're gonna start like Julia, Willow, and Sky as their own little House of Black like coven
Mhm.
thing. Because I noticed Willow was doing
Yeah, you said that last week.
Willow was doing the Brody King like who
Hmm.
bit in her match. And then you got Julia as Malachi. So I maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they're gonna kind of do like a counterpart female male thing with that.
Okay.
But at the same time, they kind of showed that Willow isn't really. That was my thought beforehand, but then Willow kind of on Battle of the Belts, you didn't see it.
Forgot to watch it.
Well, spoiler alert: Statlander won,
Mm.
and afterwards, Winter Handshake Willow, and I think Willow's gonna shake her hand. Sky came out, told her not to, and then Willow still shook her hand. So
Oh,
it seems
really?
like Willow's not.
She's not fully.
Because if I remember, I think Willow only has one eye black.
Okay.
So we never saw that attack.
No,
yeah,
they just
that's
talked
just gonna,
about it.
that-
Yeah.
But I think that's just gonna be her taking longer. Like
Or-
Sky's gonna join,
Or
and
she didn't
then-
get her as bad. That's what I'm saying. Like I just think Willow's not all in with it. So I don't think they're gonna go there fully with it. But I also don't think they're all gonna go like dark black. Maybe just more of an edge to their characters is
Yeah.
all. But yeah, I did notice the Malachi though. The makeup.
Nothing, right?
Yeah.
On Collision, they kicked it off with the dream match that nobody was asking for. Daniel
Good.
Bryanson and Andrade, the dream match.
Listen.
They kept saying it.
I know. They kept saying it. I'll say again what I said to you guys earlier. But
It's not a dream match.
it can't be a dream match if it's already happened. That's just my opinion.
But it's also not a dream match.
well
like
for Tony Khan it is. It's basically
just
it.
in general, it's not a
Yeah.
fucking dream. Like
I didn't really. It was a good match. It was good.
Andrade's not that caliber yet. Like, sorry, he's just not at that level yet to say you're a dream match against Bryan Daniel. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no. But I will say, I like the ending of that match. For some reason, when they do those sequences of all the chain roll-ups.
Yeah, but I knew.
Roll up,
I
roll up,
was
roll
just
up,
waiting
roll up,
for it. I knew that
roll
was
up. I
happening.
love how those end. That was a cool ending. I'm starting to enjoy Max Caster's obsession with MJF. I thought it was weird at first, but now starting to grow on me.
Okay.
Because he's even like doing it on Twitter, which is hilarious.
Well,
he was doing it on Twitter
Like,
first.
It's been
It
a Twitter.
started on
It's been a
Twitter,
Twitter
yeah.
thing for
Okay.
like years.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been how he's been for a long time. So now
Okay.
they're finally just putting it on TV.
That's what's it.
So it's
very
It's interesting though to hear him like say that when like I think you and me who are more familiar with it. We're kind of like, I don't know how well this is translating on TV.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I like
It's
it, but
getting
like it seems
it's better
it seems
online.
weird. Yeah.
So it's just funny to hear like you say it. But
Well, he's really leaning into making it weird.
yeah, I think the only thing that bugs me is the whole like slapstick of the whole like, damn it, Max, like.
That's.
Oh, yeah.
I think
I
that's
don't
what's
think-
taking it away
yeah,
too. I
like-
think the Billy and
Billy's a terrible actor.
Bowens. Yeah, I think
He's
they're.
fine.
I think
Yeah.
their addition to it is what's taking away from it because online it's just him and Max, so that's what makes it
Yeah.
kind of funny.
I think it's just the damn it, Max.
Yeah.
It's corny to me, but
No, I agree with that.
yeah.
That might be what it is.
Okay.
Speaking of that, though, I'm very much enjoying the MJF story arc where he has like 5 different people tugging at him
It's
right now.
great.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so good.
Like which ways, and honestly, I mean, you hate this, but there should be 6 because why is no one tugging at the Ring of Honor tag title on him either? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
Yeah.
no build up on that.
Yeah. Well,
Especially now that there's no Cole, like he should be.
you would think every tag team in the
Great
world
on.
would be like, hey, like,
Exactly.
we want you, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, even though he hasn't been on Ring of Honor, nobody on Ring of Honor has even like
Mentioned it.
promoted
Yeah.
it. They've been like, we want the tag titles.
Yeah.
They're just getting wins right now, so they're building up challengers, but it's like, for who and when.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks.
But
Then we kind of touched this earlier. Who's the devil? That was interesting, and that they popped that up. We already spoke about that. Kevin Kelly, I noticed, is really being phased out now.
Yo, he is
Really being phased out?
awful Good.
Well,
Because
they,
JR
Even RJ City is now.
they did that
there.
last week though.
Yeah,
The
no, I
main
know.
event.
Yeah,
Yeah, they took him out for the main event.
so that's 2 weeks in a row now.
But even RJ City's getting. Wasn't he on? I felt like it sounded like his voice.
JR.
Commentary? No.
Not for the main event. Just that one match or two.
No, you're thinking of the dude from Memphis.
Oh yeah,
He did the
the
street
Memphis
fight.
Street Fight, the old guy.
That random
I don't think
dude.
that sounds.
No,
like,
no,
I don't
no.
think that sounds like
That doesn't
RJ.
sound like
No,
RJ.
no, RJ was definitely not on. I would have noticed. Yeah.
RJ City. I keep saying RJ.
Nigel was on one though. He was going nuts.
Oh yeah, he was.
The jokes and the shit he was saying, he
Yes,
was
bro.
definitely just vibing on that night. But okay,
He loved it.
And I'll just finish with a couple pet peeves I had.
go for it.
Ooh.
Let's hear him.
I love the Bullet Club, everything they're doing. I hate the we got 2 words for you. Get something original. DX cool, but
Yeah, but you're playing into it because it's their dad.
I get it, but it's still stupid.
Specifically, it's
I
their
get
dad.
it, but it's still stupid.
That's
It's
fair.
in
No,
my
it's
opinion.
fair. I don't mind it, but it's fair.
We got 2 words for you. Like
It's them trying to take it.
but they suck.
Listen,
Yeah.
well,
they're
you
trying to be better
clearly.
than their dad.
Let me put it this way.
It's working.
Let me put it this way. This is nothing. You weren't there for the Bullet Club years where they were basically being the NWO in every single way possible. So, like, too sweet. So, either way, I agree with you, but, like, now they've gone from
Think
NWO
something
to
else.
DX.
Yeah.
Well, they can't. That's Bullet Club's MO.
Bro,
They rip off.
they're trying to be better than their daddy. Okay? And look, it's working. Look how mad you are.
But I said I like them. I just think that's stupid.
Fair enough.
My
It's
other
supposed to be
pet
good,
peeve
it's also
is that stupid shuffle that Claudio and Wheeler are doing now.
The crab walk?
Yeah.
they were doing it for a while. They stopped, and now they brought it back. I think because they're baby faces again. That's probably why.
That is stupid.
Yeah.
I wish you had watched Battle of the Belts because
Did they do it again?
no, not Battle of the Belts. Was it Rampage? When did they have
they did it-
Daddy Magic say no? Daddy says no.
That might have been Rampage.
Was that Rampage?
Yeah.
There was a 3-man match where 2.0 and Danny Garcia were wrestling, and Danny kept trying to do the
Battle of
dance.
Bells.
No, they fought Hardys and Zay, I think, on Rampage. Didn't
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So where he kept trying to dance and like Matt kept trying to stop him, and then at one point I forgot who on commentary was like, "Daddy says no," and everyone just started cracking up because there was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Yeah, Daddy says no, you can't dance."
they? Can I just okay? So that just brought something up that I didn't write it down, but I want to be sure I say it. Can we put a stipulation in
Who's
their
we?
contracts? Us and the audience watching at home.
With AEW?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we make it where Jeff Jarrett and the Hardys never receive any sort of title shot ever again? Because I feel like this is like the 10th time any of those 3 have gotten a title shot in this year. Like they're getting a trios title shot.
Yeah.
They just lost on Rampage again.
Yeah.
It's an open challenge. I'm tired of open challenges. Tired of people that lost getting matches. It's just enough.
I agree.
That's all. I had to get that off my chest because it's exhausting.
No, I agree.
It's
Especially because I just don't want to see him wrestle. Like, it might be different if it was people I want to see wrestle and they like that was an easy way to shoehorn him into the title shot. But like, I don't want to see Jeff Hardy wrestle. It legitimately scares me. I think he's gonna just drop dead at one point in the ring.
That was all I had.
All right, that was good. Well, I liked your notes. I liked your pet peeves. That was good.
Take a quick break, or we have anything else?
From Collision that
I had
you want to add?
I had 2 or 3 more quick things.
Not just about you, Matt. All right.
So
where's Matt at?
So first off, on Rampage this week,
we had Fart.
We had Fart. Thank you. We had Mystico, also known as Sin Cara from the WWE days, taking on Rocky Romero.
I didn't know it was gonna be a 2 out of 3 falls match.
It wasn't announced until they went live. So apparently that's the way they do them, but we didn't know. I don't know.
Silly.
It wasn't a bad match, but I think people are way overhyping it more than I thought.
I think the 2 out of 3 falls also took away from it. I would have rather just like one fall and just them just have a solid 1 fall match.
Yeah. And are we good on time? Do we need a commercial break or
we're good.
Okay, I don't want to push us. Okay. So the referee, I don't know, this referee is awful.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Muscle Boy?
Yeah, every time, I don't know if you guys didn't notice it, please go back and watch. Every single time he made a count and it wasn't going to be a 3, it was a 2 count, he would like slam his shoulder into the ring and just like drop him, like go face first and just slam himself down. It was so distracting. It was like he was taking a front bump, like somebody was hitting him every time. Please go back and watch.
I thought he was trying to roll through half the time. Like he was.
I noticed it halfway in and then I couldn't notice it.
Fucking crazy.
I mean, good for him being swollen and everything, I guess, for that shirt. 3 sizes too small, but yeah, that thing going head first, so distracting, awful.
No, that's crazy.
I feel like he's gonna be around a lot more too, so we're gonna get used to that. So,
is he?
He's the CMLL like ref.
Oh.
So anytime they do a match with CMLL people, he's probably gonna be the guy.
Great.
Just a little technical note. I thought that Rampage was poorly edited and put together. I felt like a lot of poor camera cuts and commentary work. They were even at the booth this week, so they
Rampage is.
They recorded that in post, and usually they're sitting there. Something happened.
I wrote
this week.
it. It was just kind of blah.
It was fine. Just that was kind of took me out of it. Little side note: Claudio's Titantron still has the Ring of Honor title on it.
Of course it does.
So yeah, I noticed that during the crab walk. It's right in the middle. You just see the ROH title. Bam. So that's got to go.
Maybe they taped it 5 weeks ago.
Yeah. Let's see. At one point, Kevin Kelly pretended he didn't know who Mark Sterling was on Battle of the Belts, but I guarantee you he legit had no idea who Mark Sterling was because he doesn't watch anything else besides what he does. He like played it off where he was like, "Oh, I know who he is," but I'm like, "Nah, he totally didn't know," and Nigel just had to tell him.
I hate Kevin Kelly.
Last thing I got at all is well, you won't appreciate it probably as well. You saw the end of Collision, so maybe you will. But I think they made a huge miss with Collision. They should have ended Collision with Claudio.
And kept him swinging.
And then they should have gone into Battle of the Belts with Claudio still doing the swing.
That would have been great.
I did see Ricky did the pose again during the
swing. He did, but I was waiting for them to be like, all right, and we're back in the swing. But they didn't do it. And that was just a huge miss, in my opinion. But and that's all I got. We made it.
Let us know if we missed anything. Let us know if you agree or disagree.
I think we hit everything.
I don't know how we didn't hit everything. That was the longest Where's Mad At we've ever done.
Well, I think. Well, I'll put it this way. This was the first week where like legit throughout
Matt
the whole.
Had notes.
Well, Matt had notes, but like legit throughout the whole week, I actually like did take notes myself. Usually, I don't take notes like
Iron Trap
as it goes along.
No, Iron Slide.
Iron Slide. Those are hot in this. Those are bad in the summer.
Actually, we did miss one thing. Quick.
Hurry up.
Loved the Eddie Kingston promo backstage.
Oh, that was great.
But anyway. It's going to be a good one.
That was great.
All right. On that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for Say Something Nice this week. I got a feeling. I think I saw a sneak peek. It's going to be a good one. So stay tuned.
Okay, bye.
Are we going to do Say Something Mean next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
We're going to have Falvey just pick someone.
We'll give her a list of 10.
Yeah.
We'll just pick someone from that list.
Pick someone that we all like. We each do
Good.
I got an idea. I know what we'll do.
Bring us in.
There's no picture. Hello, picture. Hello. We're back from picture in picture. We should do silent movies. Oh my.
Oh no.
She.
Technical problems.
Are we good? Should we keep talking?
Should we just keep talking? Yeah, you keep going. Go ahead. What do you want to bring us in?
Okay, we're good. No, I was just gonna say I have an idea for the 5 questions, but we're gonna just say something nice.
Sweet, really quick, just in case his idea is a backup. If any of you are in the chat right now and want us to talk about any wrestler, give us a name. We'll do our 5 questions later about that wrestler. Otherwise, we have Juice Box's backup. So either way, we're set. But we'd rather a name from you.
Any wrestler, pick a card.
Anyway, before we go say something nice, we will do our favorite. I'm sorry. Before we go to 5 questions, we'll do our favorite Say Something Nice. Who is our Say Something Nice for this week producer?
I
think it. It's who I think it was.
I see a lot of red.
Move it to the left. Yep, I knew it.
Hey!
Is that really on the list?
I knew it. I saw the podium and I was like, John, cover the podium.
That's not a person.
I mean, it was a person. We just don't know who the person was. Anonymous Raw general manager.
It was Hornswoggle.
Well, we find out later.
Yeah, but like, who put this on the list?
Why are you looking at me?
Because it wasn't me. It was one of you
know.
two.
Probably me. Who knows?
I think it was you.
Maybe.
I don't think I would have put this on the list.
Who knows?
I might have.
I mean, I love the anonymous manager, so I got plenty of nice to say. I thought it was a great segment. They fucked it up at the end, but I thought it had potential.
What was the end for you? Week 2? Because like that was the end. The whole fucking thing was terrible.
I will say,
I thought it could have been something good, but then they got lazy with it. But anyway,
that's not something.
That's
nice.
not something nice.
That's not. You gotta.
Yeah.
It had potential.
John out on his bullshit. We gotta call you.
No,
out.
might have been good.
Nice.
Might have been good.
I said I liked it. I just thought that they screwed
Yeah,
the
but you have
ending.
to say something nice about it. You just said I liked it. That's not something nice. You just said I liked it.
That's not nice to say I like you. I like you.
Well, that was last week. Last week.
That's an easy way.
All right, fine.
Yeah, last week I liked Vince Russo, but I still said last week that I thought he was a good creative mind.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. You continue.
I was gonna say what I did enjoy the most about them were the segments directly with like Jericho and Edge or whatever with it, because I like just watching the wrestlers go crazy and fight a laptop. I thought was hilarious. Like Edge literally beat up a laptop. I think that was the funniest fucking thing. I don't think the Raw general manager itself was the best, but the segments he produced with some of the wrestlers, because Hornswoggle, segment he produced some of the wrestlers were pretty funny.
I liked how Michael Cole always got to the podium. Can I have your attention, please? And you knew some shit was going down. And it was annoying. And I was like, who could this be? I like the mystery of it.
That's literally his least favorite part.
I heard him
listening to Michael Cole every week have to say, can I have your attention,
with his
please?
smug ass smile.
Okay, so I want to point out the fact that like usually every week when we do this segment, our lovely producer generates a photo and puts up the photo for us to see. As we can all see this week, though, this is an actual article that legit says, let's say nice things about the Anonymous Raw General Manager. Like, this is legit a fucking thing that, like, it's hard to say. Like, I really don't know what these people could have pulled out of their ass.
Can we see?
Oh, it's cage side? Oh, no fucking wonder.
Can we see what that?
Can we scroll? Are we allowed to scroll down a little?
Yeah,
bit?
we can.
Let's see what they said. Maybe they'll help. Maybe they'll help Juice Box out.
Well, that's an
No, that's not.
That's
Keep
an ad
scrolling.
remove.
Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. They don't have the.
Yeah, because there's nothing.
Yeah, Cage Side didn't have anything.
It's all
What the
fucking
fuck?
ads.
Cage Side, terrible.
Oh, it's comments.
Oh, they just want people to write in the comments section. It's
Yeah,
engagement farming.
They literally.
Oh, you pieces of
They
shit.
literally want someone to say something nice because they couldn't even think of it.
God damn it. Okay.
So like, you're doing what they're asking right now.
Here's what I like about. Okay,
Here we go.
I found something nice about the Anonymous Raw General Manager. Whenever the Anonymous Raw General Manager did phone in with an alert, it made the
Email.
arena's lights go in and out,
The email.
and that saved the arena on their electric bill every week. So I think at least the Anonymous Raw General Manager was environmentally conscious. That's my something
Pennies?
nice.
It saved them pennies.
Hey,
Did
save
it
the
actually
money.
save because you had to power back on, which takes more.
Some would argue that takes more power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, time to move on to our next segment.
Also,
questions.
he emailed. He didn't phone in.
Yeah, it was a notification, like an alert.
Yeah.
I said that. I didn't say phone call.
You did. You said. When
Well, I
you
meant like an
phoned in.
alert, like a notification.
yeah.
I just want to make sure you're not.
I knew it was a fucking email.
Did you each say something nice?
Oh,
Yes.
god damn it.
Yes.
Nice enough.
That was nice. He saved on the electric bill.
He did.
Good for him with the lights
I
going
don't,
on.
I agree with that. All right, well, Juice Box. Well, we have no comments for a wrestler for our 5 questions. So, what is your idea?
My idea is to do 5 questions about someone else I don't like to end on a good note. Jeff Jarrett.
Oh boy.
That's our 5 questions.
Okay. I don't know why.
This is the
why'd you
first
decide
time
to
we've
share?
done it with someone we don't like.
First
That's
question.
interesting.
First question is, do you like them? No.
I'm gonna amend that question. Did you ever like him?
No.
Interesting.
Not really. I mean, like, even early on in WWF, I didn't really care that much. But then when he left, I mean, hated him in TNA. He was basically a little mini Triple H.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And that's probably when I completely phased out on
I
him.
would say his best years were probably WCW, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that.
But like those are probably his best years. That might have been the only stint I actually liked him. I don't think I liked him in any other version of Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. Favorite move from him?
Oh wait.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm worked up. I'm trying
You're
to-
the one who picked Jeff
I
Jarrett.
Right? Like he's worked up by his own picks.
I'm a masochist, so
No, I never really liked him. I didn't hate his run in WWE though when he was with Deborah.
no, I didn't
that
hate
was
it either.
fine.
I just didn't care about it. Like among
Yeah,
all the other
exactly.
characters.
Well, yeah, the second run, right? That was the second
Yeah,
run. The
the
first
second
run
run.
was terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
I only know
No,
the second
The
one.
first-
NWA run was awful. All right.
Okay.
What's the next question?
Favorite move?
Next question is favorite move. I'm gonna go with the figure 4 leg lock. I think he did a figure 4.
He did.
Amateur. I'm gonna go with the strut.
The strut's a taunt. It's not a move.
Yeah.
You mean the stroke?
The stroke?
Does he move in the ring when he does
Oh
the
my
strut?
God.
All right.
I don't allow that.
The strut.
No. It's a taunt. No, hard no.
That's ridiculous.
It's not a move, dude.
Yeah, ridiculous. How dare you?
I'm gonna go with the guitar
How
shot.
dare you?
Okay, I'll take that.
That's a move.
You want to take that
That's
too?
an illegal object.
On what
That's
planet is
ridiculous.
on what planet is a taunt a
crazy.
move?
When it looks as good as the way Jeff Jarrett does it,
When
it's a
you're
move.
when you're creating a
Alright.
wrestler.
When you're distracting someone and they don't know what to do. You just said something that reminded him of something.
You reminded me of, I think in one of those old games they did a thing where like I think Stacy Keibler would like lower her skirt to show the butt, and if you made that a move for yourself, the wrestler would be like, and then fall backwards, and it
I
would
do
actually
remember
that
that.
would be a move.
I do remember
Yeah.
that.
But that's not.
funny.
So I
That's
do.
not the strut.
That's not the
That's
strut
that
though.
funny. Yeah, I'll take the figure 4 as well then, since you're taking out my strut.
You can take. You say the
There's-
stroke.
there's just a little-
I thought he meant the stroke.
I
and
thought he meant the stroke.
He probably did.
I
And
meant
just
the
didn't want.
strut.
He's committing now. to
I
the bit.
literally.
The stroke's a good move.
All right.
The stroke is a good move though.
So I think next up we have favorite match, right? Yeah, favorite match of Jeff Jarrett's. I'm gonna have to go with the Good Housekeeping match between Chyna and Jeff Jarrett for the IC title. I think it was at a No Mercy. That was awesome. A lot of fun. The kitchen sink and the flour and all that shit. That was a fun triple threat. That one. Chyna, Jeff Jarrett, Jericho.
I don't remember that, but I don't remember many of his matches. Because as you guys know, I don't remember Dynamite from this past Wednesday. So,
So you're
I feel
obviously gonna go with.
I feel like he had a good match with Austin in the past, though. Maybe not. I couldn't really give you a specific one. So I'll go with the Texas Chainsaw match.
I was gonna say that to be a dick to Juice. I was gonna say that to be a dick to Juice Box. I'm so mad you stole that. From
I mean, I'm not even mad because I know you don't mean it.
now I
so
gotta think of a real
fine.
match.
It's totally
All right,
fine.
I'm thinking of a real match. I'm thinking of a real match.
You can have it. It's just
That was fucking hilarious.
if I thought you half meant it, I'd be like, man, what the fuck?
That's so funny.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I am gonna say, I don't know if it was my favorite match, but it's the one I remember the most was him versus Kurt Angle with that horrible storyline over Karen Jarrett. Now I guess her name is over the ex-wife stuff. Like,
Why?
because that's the one I remember the most.
He probably hates
man.
that more than
Like,
Texas Chainsaw.
I don't even know. Like, I don't even remember if the matches were good.
God damn it!
Like, I just can't think
He's
of
so-
another like
He's so forgettable.
match.
He's so forgettable.
Really, like I can't think of another match that he did. Like some of the King of the Mountains, those were like none of those.
I'm pretty sure he had a match.
I remember that one. I remember the Good Housekeeping match. That was the first one I thought of, and then you took it.
You can say it.
No, but I want
It's
to.
okay.
I want to say something else. I don't want to keep saying the same
If
thing.
we're in agreement, it's
I
cool.
think that's it.
I'll pick the match against Austin when Deborah got onto the apron and started taking her jacket off, and then Austin stunned him and won.
Fair enough.
All right.
Probably like. I'm sure that happened.
I'm gonna look it up after
I'm sure
stream.
that-
I'll look it up.
We'll
after
allow
stream.
it.
I'll
We'll allow it.
I'll fact check that.
I'm sure
Probably
that
happened on like a Sunday night heat or something.
Have you ever seen him live?
Yes.
I don't think have I. Was he at any AEWs that we were at?
I
don't think I-
Actually, I think he was at Grand
He
Slam.
may not have wrestled, but he wasn't at Grand Slam. I remember specifically being like, "Oh, Mark's safe from not seeing Jeff Jarrett at Grand Slam this year."
So I'm gonna say no.
Maybe last year, but
I'm gonna say no. I don't think I've seen him live.
yeah,
I don't
I've
think
seen him.
live.
I've seen him live.
And I'm happier for it.
And then the last question is dream match.
Dream match.
What is your dream match for Jeff Jarrett? I already know what yours is going to
Don't
be.
You know what mine is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Steve Austin.
Jeff Jarrett versus Rey Mysterio.
No, I've seen it.
You don't even know if you've seen
Yeah,
it.
I don't know. I've seen
Jeff
it.
Jarrett
No,
versus Rey Mysterio.
that's a good one. No, my
That's a
dream
good
match.
one.
My dream match is Jeff Jarrett versus Andrade El Idolo.
Stop it. Are you serious? You better be lying. That better not be real. I'm not gonna write that down. You killed him. That's it. Juice is done. I've never seen Juice react like Juice is speechless. It's over.
Andrade.
I need an adult.
El Idolo. Now, let me think about it.
God damn it.
I fucking hate you so much. I can't. Oh man. Jeff Jarrett. Who the fuck do I want to see Jeff Jarrett? I don't want to see Jeff Jarrett wrestle anyone. Jeff Jarrett sucks.
I got my match.
What's
You
your
got it?
match?
Now, correct me if I'm incorrect here, because I may be wrong. I'm pretty sure this never happened in WCW, but I'm immediately thinking of WCW, and it makes me want to see this match. I want Jeff Jarrett one-on-one versus Beetlejuice.
The guy from Howard Stern?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it? I think he's dead.
Yeah, it's a dream match.
Okay.
These guys can be dead.
Okay.
Because I remember the iconic moment of Jeff Jarrett hitting Beetlejuice in the head with the guitar on WCW.
Oh.
And I don't know if they ever banked on that and made it a match. I want to see Beetlejuice get his comeuppance against Jeff Jarrett. And you know what? We'll make it a guitar on a pole match. So big disadvantage for Beetlejuice. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself and book this thing, but Beetlejuice is going to get help. And he's going to win. He's going over Jeff Jarrett.
I like that.
That's my
Yeah.
so yeah, Jeff Jarrett versus Beetlejuice, guitar on a pole match.
That's good.
I like that.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Beat that.
Beat
Beat
that.
that. I definitely can't.
I thought Andrade beat that.
Are you sticking with Andrade?
At this point.
After
think
that,
so,
after
yeah.
seeing Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Alright, so Jeff Jarrett versus Andrade. Jeff Jarrett versus Beetlejuice.
Oh Lord. And then guitar on
In
a
a
pole
guitar on a pole
guitar on a
match.
pole
I
match.
wrote that
It's
in.
important. It's important for the finish I'm booking. Thank you. You're up.
I have no idea.
It's a dream. Just make
Oh.
it a dream.
Alright, done. I'm gonna piggyback off yours a little bit,
Oh boy.
but not really.
Jeff Jarrett versus Howard
What'd you say? Jeff Jarrett versus who?
Stern. Howard Stern.
No. It's gonna just be a guitars match. I can only use guitars as a weapon. It's gonna be him versus Elias.
Oh. How fun.
I think they did that.
Did they?
Honest to God.
Jeff Jarrett versus Elias.
I think after one of the rumbles when Jared came back.
Oh.
I'm not even kidding. I
It
think
doesn't
in,
count though.
in the last few years.
if they do put put the guitar match has to be on Collision because Kevin Kelly will tell you that's a dream match.
Oh, he's right. They did that wrong.
They did do it?
Yeah.
Yeah! I knew it. Yeah, Jared just came back in the Rumble, and
That's
a
awful.
week or two after that, they jumped on that opportunity. I think that's when Jared was working as a backstage.
Terrible.
Do you want to change it now?
Yeah, I have to.
You don't.
No, I do.
All right.
It's not a dream match. If it happened, we just had this discussion.
Hey, I know, but if you want to be wrong, I'll allow it. That's all I'm saying.
Did my match ever happen?
No.
With the Andrade?
Andrade?
It might have. It probably, you know what it is? I think it was like a tag match. They were involved. I don't think they ever went one-on-one, though.
When would that have been during WWE?
No, I'm thinking like the
Oh.
Flair stuff.
Oh, was that the retirement? That was a retirement match.
Yeah, I think it was Andrade and
Ric Flair and Andrade
it
versus
was
Jeff Jarrett and Jimmy.
Oh, he was in that match. You're right.
But
Yeah.
it was tagged though. You're
Yeah, that
fine.
doesn't count. That's a one-on-one match.
Yeah,
You're
it's
fine.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on, Danny. Anybody in the world that has
Anybody
never,
except for Elias.
if you really want to go, definitely dream. Think of someone from like decades ago.
I got a good one for you.
Don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. He has to earn it.
Because it's a good storyline too.
Oh, I got it.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, damn.
No.
That would be good though.
That would be good.
I might want to change mine actually. No, I'll leave my Beetlejuice.
I might change mine.
I want to
You
do a
gonna take
cowboy
it?
versus a
No,
cowboy.
nothing. Who?
I want to do a cowboy versus cowboy. It's gonna be a terrible dream match. I don't even want it.
Bart
No,
Gunn,
I don't.
The smoke.
I don't know what to pick, man.
Come on, Danny. This is the end of the show.
Jeff Jarrett.
You were right there.
Jeff Jarrett versus.
We're at the finish
Bro, this
line.
is crazy.
We're
I
at the
can't-
finish line.
I know. I can't think of it. Jeff Jarrett versus.
The smoking guns.
No, that's terrible.
Who are
That's
you
a
thinking of?
terrible
Who are you gonna say?
I was trying to think of like Cowboy James Storm.
So you said your stipulation. Wow.
But I think
Typical
they
WWE.
wrestled.
Yeah, they definitely wrestled.
You want to take
In
Andrade
TNA.
and I'll change mine. You have Andrade. He's a good dream match candidate.
What do we
Did the guy face Roddy Piper?
Jarrett? Probably
Maybe
not.
I don't know.
Probably
What would
not.
they have?
If they did fight, Jarrett probably would have been like washed up, or Piper would have been washed up.
I was gonna say Piper would have been washed up.
That could have been Jarrett early years.
Yeah, I'll go with Roddy Piper, I guess. I don't
Okay.
fucking know, man.
All right, that's fair. We'll check later. We'll
I'm
investigate
looking
it.
now. I don't see anything.
No, it's okay. We're gonna call it there.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, that's terrible. What was the one you guys were thinking of?
Well, I was thinking the one I whispered to him was Jared Honky Tonk.
Jared Honky Tonk.
Oh, that would've been a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Andrade, but my other one was have Jarrett turn on Satnam Singh, and then they can go 1-on-1.
Jesus. Tottenham and Great Khali. Nope. Okay.
No, sir. All right. With that, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with us. I'm sorry I couldn't think of anyone for Jeff Jarrett. That was just a terrible choice. Next week
Thank
we'll
you.
be
I
doing.
thought that was a good one.
It was a good
No,
one.
next week we'll be doing top 10 spooky characters in wrestling. So please stick with us for our special Halloween episode, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye bye. Maybe I get to the intro next time. Bye.